Week's session with the Putnam County District Library. This week we are taking a look at AI, but we're going to look specifically at Google Gemini. So if you go to gemini.google.com and you will then pull up what looks like a blank screen here with Gemini. Currently, I am using, if you notice up in the left-hand corner, 2.5 of with what is referred to as Flash with Gemini. So what you will find when you are doing this is you will see your very minimal screen, which is what is kind of nice. You don't have a lot of the glitz and extra things showing on your screen. And then we are going to just take a look here at the different parts here. And if you go to down at the bottom is where you will enter in, and anytime you are entering in a question or looking for anything, it is referred to as a prompt. So if I go down here to the bottom and I type and ask anything of Gemini, I would get an answer. So I am going to go in and ask a question. Let's do, why is the sky blue? Just to see, and we're going to go to our arrow to submit that. And notice it is very quick. That's one nice thing with Gemini. So the sky appears to be blue and it's giving me the answers. Notice behind there, we have, for example, here, sunlight is white light. And then it goes on to explain that. You will see the little link icon here. If I click on that link icon, I am getting the information as to the sources and where that information was obtained from. Same thing all the way down. I'm going to continue to get those sources. And notice as I click, it's highlighting which source it is that it used for that information. So as I go down my page, I get that information all the way down. And then I can also go down here to the bottom and I could click sources here as well. Notice when I did that now, it closed it up. And then I have my responses, just like with so many of the AI tools. So remember, when you're giving a thumbs up or a thumbs down, that is what's helping the AI create and remember what it is that it is using that is good sources. Again, I have my other icons that are the same with most tools. The redo, I have the share and the export. So if I click on share and export, I then have the ability to export this or to put this into draft in Gmail. The one thing when you are using anything with Google Gemini, since it is a Google product, it is referring back to Gmail, your Drive, as well as your Google Mail. Search is all a part of that, in addition to everything with the Gemini is free and to use. Remember, this is a tool that is specific to those being above the age of 13. That is one thing to keep in mind with anyone who is younger than that. And it is, again, as I had said earlier, it's a very simple interface to use. So that is what you would see if you just did a basic search. But I do want you to understand and know we have here what they also refer to as a deep search. If you go to deep search and you actually did a deep search, it's going to first of all ask me about, do you want to start a new chat? I'm going to say yes, that I want to start a new chat. So now if I'm going to do a deep search, what a deep search does, it allows a user to generate detailed and it's easy to read reports on a wide range of topics. So if you are going to start to do some type of, exactly like it says, research, this is a great place to start with that. So let's put in here, I want to research how let's just say I want to research how let's figure out what product, let's just say I want to research how um, maple syrup is made. And so this is allowing me then to start in, and it's going to find relevant information that's using the Gemini's model of reasoning. And so I'm going to, first of all, get information concerning the research website. It's going to gives me the ability to analyze the results, create a report, and then if I start this research here at this point, I have repeated already over and over. This is where you would actually want to go in, start researching. So here goes our websites that are useful to use, and then we can continue with all of the information that would be involved with this research. If I go up here to my left side of the screen, here's where I would start a new chat, but also notice this is where any of my recent information is saved. If you notice, I am signed in to my Gmail account. If I was not signed into my Google account here, I would not be able to see this recent history of what I have done. So that's something to keep in mind, because if you want to be able to keep your recent information and history, you do need to be signed in. You could use it without, but you would not be able to refer back. The other thing that you will find up here is what is referred to as Explore Gems. If I go to Explore Gems, what gems are? Gems are a custom AI. They're custom AI, what they refer to as custom AI experts that you can create and use within Gemini. So this allows you to save time. You can kind of tailor your responses to specific instructions and content specifically for Gemini. So if, say, for example, you are into coding, we've got this coding partner. This is where then you would go here. You could show more, so there are more that are available, but you can also just click here and you would create your own gem. So if there's something that was of a topic for yourself that you always were using, you would create that new gem. And just one more thing here is under create, or under new chat, I'm going to go to new chat, and notice it remembered here that I was doing this stuff in, I'm going to simply click no thanks for now, because what I want to show you is the canvas. And canvas is very similar to when you're doing stuff with your deep research. However, Canvas is a little bit different. It's a new interactive space where you can create, edit, and share documents and code with other content. So that's why it gave me that hint. It knew I had been over that coding. So if I go here to Canvas, you'll see the same type of thing. What happened here is I could say, write code for me about how to by a drone. This is designed to be more of a collaborative environment where you can work and refine and ideas here. So this is where I then now am getting all of this code written for how to go about flying this drone. So you'll see that here. So I've got this drone simulator here. Notice it's giving me information here, but it's also giving me information over here on the left hand or right, left and right, left and right side both is where I'm getting some information. Again, if I go up here to my three lines above my new chat, this is where I see all of my recent information of where I've been, what I've been working on, and what I have previously been asking Gemini. This is a very basic introduction to Gemini. The best and probably easiest thing you can do is go in, just start putting some questions forth, asking Gemini. The one thing you do want to keep in mind with any of these tools that you are using is you do want to be a little bit more selective of personally identifying information that you might be putting in. But the nice thing with Gemini, it is one of the AI tools that can be used for anyone over the age of 13. Hope everyone has a fantastic week and you found this helpful.